we made all these offers, we made all this stuff, but we're not getting that many deals. So why is that? Well, we're not following up for as long as we need to be, and that's a really big thing. And so it was like, okay, we gotta get some help in here. We got to set up systems. We got to get some help. We have to bring people on.
You're listening to Flip Empire, the show committed to helping real estate entrepreneurs who want to build their empire without sacrificing their life. Your success and freedom starts now with your host, Alex Pardo.
I hired an EOS implementer, Danny, a couple years ago because we were running on traction. And we were talking about the importance of KPIs, and he actually had me go through this kind of funny exercise where he asked me to close my eyes and say, "Hey, what's your favorite place? Like, where would you want to be right now?" And I chose an island in Greece. Ironically enough, next week I will be in Greece at this island. It's so funny, like the timing of this story, right? And he said, "Okay, well, imagine you're at this beach and you're on a hammock and you're sipping on a drink or a cocktail, right? And the waitress comes over to you and she wants to take your next drink order. But in addition to that, she wants to hand you a napkin. And this napkin is going to tell you the health of your business. What are the most important numbers? It's only a small little cocktail napkin, so there's only maybe a handful of data points. What are the important numbers that you would want to know?" And that got me thinking big picture about, like, that's how you start to run this as an actual business owner, and not always being in the weeds. And I wasn't interested in knowing, like, oh, what's my response rate on this direct mail campaign? I'm interested in knowing how many appointments, how many offers, how many closings, how many testimonials did we get? Like, big picture that's going to tell you the health of the business. So I'm glad you're preaching on the importance of the KPIs and the fact that you've outlined the ones that you've identified were most important to you and your business.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking, man, I want to go to the Greek island too. Like,
come join us, man. Come join us.
All right, man. I'll take you up on that. But yeah. So looking at those numbers, and the peculiar thing was, I knew that, right? Like I had heard that before. I knew people were telling me already. Yeah, measure, the KPIs. Get those KPIs. Get those data points. And so I had to say, well, how come I didn't do it? Or when I did it, how come I fail off of it? I stopped doing it. What happened with that? And I think that's really important because there's, so many times if we're stuck in that trap where we're still running everything ourselves, it's just too much to do in a day.
Sure.
Right. And so we don't realize that that's the kind of important task that sets you up to be the business owner. Right? When you have to choose, I've only got this much time in the day. I can either keep doing what I've been doing and feeling like I'm juggling everything because I can't let it go. Maybe you need to let a couple balls drop right now while you get things set up to work on the business to pay off for you, in the longer run.
Right.
And so that was the difference. It was like being willing to change, the way I saw everything, and the time I spent wasn't a waste of time. It just, if it wasn't producing immediate revenue, I was like, oh, I can't do that then. It's just like this whole belief that we need more, and we got to keep going. And, just stopping that for a little bit and saying, you know what, we need to look at this. And then what that told us, right? That told us, when we finally got consistent and we started doing, because there were times when we even cut out our Monday meetings. It was just my ex-wife and I, but still, like, those are so critical because if you're not looking at what you're doing and planning your week, like you can easily fall out of that and just, autopilot all day long. And it's just crazy. So getting those back in there and then looking at those numbers every single week and then saying, okay, what's going on? Well, we made all these offers, we made all this stuff, but we're not getting that many deals. So why is that? Well, we're not following up. We're not following up for as long as we need to be. And that's a really big thing. And so it was like, okay, we gotta get some help in here. We got to set up systems. We got to get some help. We have to bring people on and get this thing going like a true business so that we can do all of this and we can stop dropping the ball with everything, because we can't do all of this and not drop the ball. It's just not going to happen.
Hope you enjoyed that episode. But before you go, I've had a lot of people recently reach out to me wanting to learn more about Ascend, wanting to understand how the mastermind component works, how the coaching relationship works. And so right now we're actually on a waiting list. But what I would encourage you to do is, if you think you're the right fit and you think you could benefit from being a part of our community, head over to ascendyoursuccess.com, watch the short video, and then just click the apply to join button below. And then we'll be in contact with you if and when a spot opens up. So really appreciate you listening to Flip Empire here, and I look forward to connecting with you on the next show. Take care.